Okay, here's my ACEO challenge painting of the day. She's going to be a pretty mermaid, and I'm going to make her hair white with a blue tail. And so I am thinking about using the Daler Rowney Simply Acrylic Light Blue acrylic paint, and for her tail and for her her hair, I'm going to use a little bit of Payne's Gray. Now that's not Daler Rowney. I could just mix black and white, but I'm going to try this Payne's Gray with white for her hair base. We'll see. And I'm just going to take I'm just loading the brush. I'll stick it in the Payne's Gray. I've got a little mixed up, and I'm just going ahead and painting over my lines because I always end up going back and redoing that anyway. I'm going to try to do this one a little bit real time. Oh, I need to add some hair strands in there. When I first start out, I've always I try to paint more than one ACEO. I'm just going to start calling them art cards because ACEO is too hard for me to say as fast as I talk. Normally, guys, when I'm painting my art cards, I like to paint more than one at a time, but this challenge of me just painting one a day, it's kind of slowed me down a little bit, because normally what I do is I will have like 7, I average between 5 and 7 already drawn out. And ready to paint, and then I will paint all of the flesh on all of them, you know, all at one time. And I want it a little lighter here toward the face, so I'm kind of loading the brush with mostly white, and I probably should be using a smaller brush by now. I usually don't like to use gray for the shadows, but I just wanted to try it this time. Yeah, but it has significantly slowed me down. Just painting one at a time, and it generally takes about, when I'm just painting one at a time, it takes about, average, it's been taking about 2.5 hours just to paint one. And also too, you know, it kind of slows me down because I'm filming myself. I'm gonna use a smaller brush because I'm filming myself, and that slows me down a little bit too, but there's nothing wrong with it going slower. I've just got solid white on there right now. I might have to do some of these in colored pencils. I might do a couple in colored pencils. To, you know, compare the time that it takes me. It might take the same amount of time. I know I could probably whip them out pretty fast if I was doing them in watercolor. I just don't, I've never preferred using watercolor. But I have to use so many layers with the acrylic to kind of get it the way I want it, that also kind of slows me down. And I've always been pressed for time, usually. Also too, when I'm painting, I love to listen to audiobooks because I don't have time to read anymore. The audiobooks, that's I forgot what I was going to say. But the audiobooks, I love listening to those while I'm painting, since I don't have time to read, but I tend to listen to the same ones over and over and over. That's okay, because it's books that I really, really love. And I think I just do it to hear a racket because I don't really like to paint and listen to music, because music makes me go fast and I tend to have to correct more mistakes. But when I listen to audiobooks, that really slows me down. Okay, I can already tell I'm going to have to put several layers in her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to her tail while that's drying. because I'd like to let you see real time me painting just the base coat. See, this is just the base coat. And see, that's how come I might have to do a few in colored pencils. Let me use a bigger brush. I might have to do some of these in colored pencils if I start seeing that I'm going to be pressed for time, but then again, I don't know. It might take me just as long to do it in colored pencils. I tend to take my time. I don't ever get in a hurry. I like to enjoy painting and creating. I love that color of blue. Like I said, this is the way I do all of my acrylic paintings. It's layers upon layers upon layers, then more layers. And that's how come it takes so incredibly long. Now see, I'm just loading. I put the base coat on of the light blue, and here in the middle I just loaded the brush with white, and while that was still wet, went up through the middle there. Now I'm back to just solid light blue. And some people might wonder what kind of brushes I'm using. I use any kind of brush that I can get my hands on. Living here in the sticks, it's, unless I order them online, I just kind of have to use, you know, what they sell down here at Walmart. This is a plaid 4 flat, what I'm using for the tail right now. And again, this is just the base coat. And see, with colored pencils, because I use a lot of heavy pressure and don't erase, I may have to, whenever I'm pressed for time, kind of like I am today, I may have to do a day or two of colored pencils, original creations. And two, I can get a lot more details with a very sharp colored pencil, more so than what I can do with acrylic paint and a real tiny brush. Oh, and there comes the rain. Okay, this video has reached about 15 minutes, and that's kind of what I was going for. Real time, so ooh, that rain's really coming down. And once I get the base coat on the tail, while it's drying, I'll be going back up into the hair. Then I have to work on re-outlining. See, it's more than just putting the paintbrush down. This is the easy part, laying the base color. And until I can get a new microphone, I just thought this might be good for a change. You know, real time and then me talking a little bit for those who are sick of watching my videos with just a little bit of talking and no music and just words, no voiceover. Okay. I'm also going to use that color in her eyes and probably light blue. I'm also going to probably use a lighter shade of that because her eyelashes are like fins. So I've got that toned down with the white. I think that's pretty cool looking. Fins for eyelashes. Okay. Now, as I said, this is just the base. I've got a lot more work to do. This is just the base starting, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see y'all in the next challenge. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I've got a whole lot more work to do to this, and you'll see once you see the finished product. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But you don't have to if you don't want to. You're welcome at my channel anytime to watch any of my videos, whether you subscribe or not. But I sure would appreciate it if you did. See you next video.